All right, so we're gonna try to get as much as we can done on this today. I don't know if I'll finish the whole thing, but here goes nothing. Alrighty folks, so here's the order of operations. First we start with a custom mixed paint marker, and then we're doing a dark gray. I can't remember exactly what color, but the dark gray, filling in some of the shadows, and then just doing like some battle damage on the edges so I can have like a worn edge weathered effect. And then I was gonna try to do all this flat color in paint marker, but I didn't really have something I really like, so I just mixed some paint. I think it's golden, and then just did this like light blue gray, and then just used that as my main background color. And I'm using one of my favorite brushes. It's just a square tip, just because you can get like good flat sections and thin lines and angles at the same time. So now we're doing some more of like the details a little bit. As you can see, I forgot to film doing like the reds and some of the yellows, but now we're adding like some more dark gray. I put in a couple hours yesterday. I don't know, I kind of lost track of time, but we got the base colors in. But now we're gonna do some more different layers and try to make it look more realistic-ish and more battle damage. We got some good little. That was a robot for battle damage. Yes, I am fluent. Just kidding. I don't know. If you don't make sound effects while you're drawing robots, you're probably not a robot enthusiast as much as you think you are. Anyways, let's get to it. So all my flats are on there, and now I've started to add a little bit of shading in the like metallic cutout part, and now we're adding some like darker reds, trying to push the contrast and just doing layers. I tend to work similarly when I'm doing like regular art, I guess traditional art, as when I'm doing digital, where I'll do like flats and then shadows and then midtones, and then usually I save the highlights for last. And then I was pretty excited because I realized, as you can see I'm holding my left hand, I realized you can use a spray paint cap as like a little paint cup, and so I use that for these highlights. This is probably my favorite part. I'm using a teeny tiny little, I don't even know what number brush it is, but it's just like a teeny brush, and adding these little teeny highlights. And that's just, I don't know, for me that's probably one of my favorite parts. Is just when you start adding teeny details and it really starts to pop. It really starts to look at least somewhat metallic and like semi-realistic. But this was a really fun part of the project. And now I decided to do like a light wash of, I think, just water mixed with like acrylic ink to make it look weathered. But of course I had a little too much fun. I overdid it, and I kind of made the whole thing look like, I don't know, a turd, a shit, just a messy blob. So as always, I overdo it, and then I have to go back and then undo it or try to fix it. So I didn't want it to look so like dirty and messy. So achieving that like weathered look without making it look totally horrendous is pretty difficult, but I tried. And of course that's just, you learn by doing it, and I think mostly I learned by messing stuff up and then going back and figuring it out. But now we're to my favorite part. I know I say that a lot, but this is literally my favorite part. I love the lines, the inking, and just making everything come together, especially with like when I do this style, kind of more graphic, somewhat cell shading, anime inspired style. And oh, look at those little juicy lines. This is to kind of show you like exactly how long all this takes, because I do like to time-lapse things a lot, because I don't know if anyone wants to watch like a 10-hour video of me doing a single piece, but yeah, I doubt it. But this is kind of my favorite. I have like a rough outline, and then I'd stick to the shape somewhat, but not 100%.
Alright, now gonna lie, I'm pretty fucking hyped. It's 10 p.m. and I finished this shit. Let's go. Started this yesterday. I don't even know how many fucking hours I did today, but pretty proud of myself. Got some cool ass texture in there. Try to make it look weathered. Not the greatest, but pretty fucking great, I think. So congratulations to me. I finished something.
Alright, YouTube, so I thought I was done with this piece right here, this Gundam, but I've been staring at it for a couple weeks and it's driving me crazy. There's not enough contrast. I've got some darks and grays and it just looks too muddy and messy. So I'm gonna go in with some white Posca and add some highlights and some more contrast, but I might make it really good or I might totally get up. So here goes. We're gonna try to improve it because it's been driving me crazy. So let's get to it and hopefully I don't ruin it. So obviously this is looking much better than it was when I thought I finished it, because I did try to push the contrast with the grays, but it wasn't where I wanted it, and I knew I had to either make things darker or make things lighter. So I tried to go with like the white first and see if I liked it, and I think in the end I do like this result. I know it's not 100% true to a real Gundam, and of course I kind of took some creative liberties with like the battle damage and the cross section. I tried to like imagine what it might look like if a Gundam got his face cut open, and then just kind of did my style and went ham with it. But it's funny how one little thing, just one color, one extra color, can make the difference between a kind of meh, boring piece and something I'm actually kind of stoked on. So thanks for watching, and I hope you like it. Come up here right now.